Tiffany, and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, it's another edition of #FridaySews. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. As always, thank you so much to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for starting #FridaySews and allowing all of us sewists on YouTube to spend Friday talking a little bit about what they've been sewing, what they hope to sew, and a little bit about life in between. Thank you, Jen, for sharing that hashtag with all of us and starting such an amazing thing as #FridaySews. You can go find other #FridaySews by just searching that hashtag in the YouTube search bar, and so many amazing, talented YouTubers and sewists will pop up, and you will be literally entertained for the whole week with all the videos that you can catch up on. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope that you will consider subscribing before you leave today. I would love to welcome you into the sewing community, and thank you so much to each one of my friends for taking the time out of their day to watch yet another video of mine. Thank you so much for your support and your friendship. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you've been working on this week. I absolutely love hearing about your projects and what's going on in your sewing room or sewing space. Please share that with me down below in the comments. So we have a beautiful day here in southern Indiana, so my window is open. You can probably hear the Tweety birds out there. I needed some fresh, beautiful air coming into this room. You might be able to hear a little bit in my voice. We have had some sickness in our house this week, and my daughter is in the sharing kind of mode with her sickness. Sharing is not caring in this situation, but she has shared a little bit of it with me, so I'm trying to just purge the house of sickness and let in the beautiful sunshine. So if you hear birds in the background, that's what you're hearing. Even with sickness going on in this house and my husband not being here this week, I have been in my sewing room a ton. I've been in here every night. As soon as I get off work, Addie and I have been playing in the sewing room, and it's been a lot of fun, and I have accomplished quite a bit as you can see there in the background. So I'm just gonna share these with you today. I'm gonna give you a little bit about life, and then I'm gonna end it there. My voice might not hold out for an entire long video today. So let's get into what I have made this week. So the first thing that I want to share with you is my button-up shirt for my husband Josh. The Selfless Sew April Challenge has taken over the month of April for me, and I have made so many garments for others. So this is my second make for my husband Josh. This is the first button-up shirt that I have ever made him. And let me tell you guys, this thing is not perfect. There are imperfections in quite a few places, but you know what, I'm not gonna point those out because I am super proud of myself with this make. It looks exactly like the shirts that he wears all the time from Kohl's or from other stores, and I'm just really proud of myself. So this was McCall's 2447. It's a really old pattern. Well, not really old, but it's from 1999. So I was 9 years old when this was printed. So this is an old pattern, but it's a good pattern except for the collar. And I don't know, is there a button-up shirt pattern that has a great collar? The whole process for the collar, is there one out there? Where is it? It's like a unicorn. So trouble came in the form of this collar. The trouble was that the collar was just too short for the actual shirt itself. They weren't lining up, the notches weren't lining up, the collar was coming up way too short, as I said. So there are several imperfections underneath this collar, but the collar is hiding them. It actually looks really, really good on the hubby's broad shoulders. He kind of stretches it out, fills it out, looks really good on him. So I'm gonna count it as a win. I'm not gonna let it get me down because the rest of the shirt is really, really nice. So I did bias cut kind of on a diagonal the front pocket and the back yoke. You can see that it's cut there on the diagonal. This pattern has great instructions for literally everything except the collar. The collar is the hardest part of this pattern, and I really think it looks so professional. This is a lined yoke. There's two here. You have a box pleat. It's kind of hard to see, but you got a box plate in the back, which is very professional looking. I liked the hemming on the sleeves. I think the sleeves look really professional. The bottom looks really professional. This, I did change the bottom a little bit, but you can see this doesn't have line drawings on it, but this shirt was supposed to have scooped out sides, and I knew that hubby wouldn't like that, so I squared them off, and it worked out just fine. And I used some really pretty brown buttons that I had in my stash. I think I got them in the clearance section at Joann's at some point. I had enough to put 6 buttons down the front. It was only called for 5, but I ended up using 6 because I liked how it looked. So this is Josh's button-up shirt. I'm really proud of it. He's gonna wear it when we go here next week away, so I'm gonna get some pictures of him for hopefully my April makes video. This was a challenging make, but a very rewarding one. Before I get into the next project that I finished, I forgot to mention that this pattern goes up to size extra, extra, extra large, so 3X, and I did make the 3X size for Josh, and I actually used a 1/4 inch seam allowance on the side seams just to give him more room in the belly region, and that turned out really, really well. It fits him really good. It drapes really nicely. I was so pleased with the fit. This is the next thing that I made this week. This is a little pajama set for Addie June. I have made this pajama pattern many times before for her. I think this is like the 4th pair that I've made for her. I love this pajama pattern. It is free from Ellie and Mac Patterns. It's called the Grow With Me Pajamas. I'll link it down below. Such an amazing, fun, free pattern. I used this floral fabric from Hobby Lobby. The cuffing is from Hobby Lobby because y'all know that I love Hobby Lobby rib knit. I love it. And then the panel came from Highland Fabrics. I purchased some panels back around Christmas time. They were having a Christmas sale, and I purchased this little kitty cat. She's got a flower crown, so I thought it was really cute to put it on her little PJs to give it some interest. The back is just more of the teal floral. So these are really cute. They're really soft. Even though they're long sleeved and long legged, they're very breezy, kind of comfortable material. So they're not going to be too hot for her for summer. So I love sewing these up. It's so relaxing. You can do them in one afternoon. I sat down after I got off work one night and I literally sewed them up in about 2 hours. So this is a really fun pattern. Do give it a try if you have a need for pajamas for littles in your life. The great thing about that pattern is that it is made to grow with your little one that you're making it for. So I'm still making her the size 2T. The shirt is made long specifically, and then you can see those long cuffs. They're made to grow with them. They literally are. So even though she's moved on to size 3T and most everything else that I'm making her, those PJs are still at a 2. I do have one kind of fail to share with you. So I was hoping to sew up a Sybil skirt to match my Ellie and Mac elevated blazer that I made. I showed y'all last week what that looked like. I hoped to make a set together, so I had purchased this beautiful navy gabardine from Joann's last week, I think it was, that I purchased it. Washed it up, and I was really excited to cut this out and sew it. However, when I was cutting this skirt out, I was listening to an audiobook. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I cut the stretch going the wrong way. This gabardine does not have a huge amount of stretch to begin with, so to cut it on the wrong way was kind of devastating to the whole project. Didn't have any more fabric. I didn't want to go out and get any more, so I went ahead and sewed it up, and I ended up doing the waistband the right way. The waistband was fine, so it's stretching, but you can tell that the width of the skirt is not stretching. So I can get this on. I can get it on. I can get it up over my hips, but it's just too tight to be wearing it right now. So I'm gonna keep it. I have finished it. I've hemmed it. Made a pretty hem at the bottom. It's a beautiful skirt. It's very nice, very work attire perfect. I just can't fit it when it doesn't have any stretch going across the width like it's supposed to. And actually this band, this yoga waistband, is supposed to have some elastic in it, but this gabardine is just perfect for the waistband without any elastic. So I didn't even add any elastic in there. I just closed up my waistband and serged it and finished it. So it is a fail for what I wanted it to be. for this coming week for my meetings, but the skirt is still pretty. So maybe one day I'll be able to fit into it and use it for work professional attire. And then I have one more project that is in process. I told you guys I was just in my sewing room all week. This has been so much fun, even though we are dealing with a little bit of sickness. I've been working on Josh's shorts. These are the Be Active gym shorts from Ellie and Mac. They are really kind of neat looking. I'm using this performance knit. So you got teal up here and then a lime neon green at the bottom. It has a really cool detail where it kind of scoops. These are fun. They're more involved because I do have pockets in them. I've inserted pockets, and then they have that scoop, like I said, in the front. So I need the waistband on these yet, and then I need to add the elastic, and then I need to hem them. But hubby's not here, so I need to test out some of that when he's with me. Test out the length of the elastic, what fits him, what feels good to him, and then also the length of them. I need him to approve the length of them before I hem them. So he'll be back soon, and hopefully we'll get that pair of shorts finished. So that's what I was busy with in my sewing room this week. I have nothing coming up. I'm gonna finish those shorts, and then here's the live section. I have a work travel trip coming up next week. We are going to Corona, California. Hubby and Addie are actually coming with me. It will be the first time flying with our toddler or any child. So if you have any tips for flying with toddlers, I would love to hear them. And also, if you have any fabric shops that you know of out in that area, Corona, Norco, I think it's called Norco, and then maybe San Diego. We're going to travel to San Diego a couple days, so if you know of any fabric shops that I need to hit up, please share those with me. We're excited to go. I obviously have to work some. I have some meetings, conferences that I have to be in, but then we're going to take a few days to explore and kind of see California. I have never been any further west than St. Louis in my entire life, so I am ready to go west. We're excited to go. Hopefully our sickness will be flushed out of the house and we'll be good to go by the time we actually leave. Our house is coming along. There are so many people out there working now, so many hands on deck, lots of things going at once. Electrical's going, plumbing's going, insulation's going, HVAC's going. I finalized my kitchen design. I finalized my cabinets. So I have pantry, kitchen, and laundry room cabinets being done by an Amish custom builder. And we have all of those finalized and they're working on them. It's a lot. You're juggling a lot when you're building a house, but it's exciting and we're going to be moving in before we know it. So we're excited for that. We're hoping for July. So hope with us, pray with us that this project goes according to plan. We can get into our brand new house in July. I'll pop up a couple pictures of what they've been doing this week as I talk here. They've been putting siding on the outside. It's called a smart siding, and it will look like board and batten when they get done. Right now it looks very plain and the color is very ugly. It's just primered. They'll come back in and paint it the color that I have picked out, which is alabaster from Sherwin-Williams. Giving you all the details here today. Maybe overloading you, but it's been fun to share this journey with you guys. So that's what's going on in our life. Big house build, traveling next week, so not much time for sewing. So next week's gonna be a little different. Next Friday sews will either happen from California or it won't happen at all. So we will see what I come up with for next Friday. I do owe you guys a stash update. I can't get it together here this week because too many crazy things going on in our life right now, but maybe next week I will take a little sit down in the hotel room and talk to you about my stash update. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, let me know what you're working on this weekend, what your plans are. It doesn't have to be for sewing. I just love chatting with you guys. Take care, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.